The Hawks have visited several KZN municipalities to look into allegations that unqualified senior managers are still in those posts. This comes after eThekwini Municipal Manager Musa Mbhele courted another controversy after his apparent irregular appointment of an unqualified official. With the elections just around the corner, there have been reports that officials from various parties, including the ANC and IFP, are allegedly fighting for these posts. Let's get you a sense of what else we know. Bring in Salga's KZN chair, Thami Ntuli, who joins us via our telephone line this morning. And it's great to have you on the program, Thami. Thanks very much indeed for making time. Let's just begin with what Salga knows to be taking place here. I mean, there's no doubt that you have an interest in how this is all unfolding, given the impact it's likely to have on local governance.
Well, good morning to yourself and to your viewers. Well, at Salga in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, last year we made a call to all municipalities to ensure that they audit the qualifications of officials. In fact, we're not going to be here today if that was done diligently. However, we don't have any confirmation that even the visit by the Hawks to one of the municipalities recently in Abakulusi was, in fact, their visit was able to discover the authenticity that there are some managers who do not have relevant qualifications or who have qualifications which are fraudulent. However, we maintain at Salga the importance of ensuring that we have officials in municipalities that are fit for purpose, because you see some of the reasons that makes municipalities to underperform. We have identified the issue of having the employees who do not have relevant qualifications that will assist the municipalities to execute their functions of service delivery. As a result, even in some instances, you'll find that even the consultants are hired with a huge amount of money to do the work of the people who are already in the office. Hence, we made a call, and we are in agreement with all the municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal that it's necessary to have people who are fit for the purpose.
Yeah.
We have been categoric, in fact, in our call.
All right. Thami, I just want to make sure that we don't misquote you. Are you saying the allegations that there are people in these posts who don't have the qualifications are contested? You know, is Salga, of the view that there's a possibility that this is not true?
No, we're not saying they are contested, but what we're saying as Salga is that it's a move which is important whenever an allegation is made. However, we are yet to see what will be, in fact, a revelation after everything is brought on to book, because we have not received any information that indeed this is what that has been discovered, except for the visit after the reports, of which what is happening, in fact, is in line with what Salga we think with the issue of professionalizing municipalities, ensuring that we have people who have relevant qualifications. In fact, is what we support.
Right. You know, there's going to be a lot of questions around how we got here to begin with, Thami. I mean, I hear the sentiment from Salga, and in many ways it's expected. But you spoke, for instance, about Kulusi. Yes, that's right. That local municipality where the Hawks kind of centered their visit in the week gone by. Part of what they found there, that the people who were appointed in one instance without the qualifications have been in those posts for almost a year now. How does something like that happen in a context where this is not a unilateral decision that's being made? There's usually a panel, for example, and there needs to be consensus and recommendations off the back of those discussions.
That's the reason in our comment as Salga, we are saying we are yet to, in fact, receive a report of whether the investigation which is being instituted will find some evidence of the lack of qualifications. But in our previous discussions, we have demonstrated that the reasons for municipalities to have officials who do not qualify may be because of the issue of the catered deployment or connections, which we're saying is important to depoliticize the local government and to professionalize the local government for the sake of service delivery.
Absolutely, and that's where I was going. I mean, this is all taking place within the greater context where government is already struggling to draw capable, talented people because there's a perception that if you go there and you do your job, there are other people with much more influence who will either drive you out or frustrate you in that post. It does speak to security of tenure, the professionalization of the public service, and improving service delivery. None of this bodes well for any of that.
There is nothing as important as that call by Salga, which with the municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal were in agreement. You recall that the performance of the municipalities in the previous financial year has improved according to Auditor General in KwaZulu-Natal. And we believe that many interventions, also including Salga's interventions in different sessions, trying to ensure that the officials who are there in municipalities, they understand the work that they are doing, because the seminars, workshops, and even interventions wherein we send some of our experts to certain municipalities, we believe that is meant to empower and develop skills to local government that will enable the officials to perform their duties. Hence, our call of professionalization of local government and depolitization of local government is something that we maintain. That is the only hope that we have, that if the issue of catered deployment, the issue of employing due to connections, employing people who will not deliver, is a disservice to the municipality itself. Because when the municipality wants to do good, must have people who are fit for the purpose, who are fit for the job in terms of the expertise and the qualifications. So we believe that is a journey we must all embark on, in ensuring that the service delivery issues are not really compromised.
Yeah. What does accountability look like here, Thami? Because, I mean, again, more on that case from Abakulusi, the local municipality, we found that not only was there a panel that recommended against appointing this unqualified person, but this individual ended up getting this job, didn't even score the highest in the interviewing process. So there are very clear, kind of tangible things to look at when you try getting answers around how something like this could have been circumvented. So again, from my perspective, there is enough in the arsenal to come after people who clearly, broke the law, dare I say.
You see, in the process of appointing the senior managers, it does not only, in fact, rely on the municipalities. Also, the Department of Cocta at a provincial level, they also have a responsibility to give concurrence. Then the fundamental question will be, if ever there could be evidence that the allegations are true, because we are not saying as Salga there is evidence for now. Someone has been brought on or to a level wherein now there is a final report which is saying really they don't qualify. But we are saying there are stakeholders that play actually a very pivotal role, that should have been able to see that a person who's being recruited is someone who does not have the relevant qualifications as the job requires. So the issue of consequence management, in fact, must involve both the municipalities and also a Cocta, as to say, how come that we are here today if what is being investigated is correct. That will actually be evidence that we still have a problem, which we are making a call about Salga, that let us stop now to destroy local government by not observing important prescripts that will afford municipalities quality in terms of the officials who will be doing the work.
And hopefully those calls finally reach the right places, right? We've been making those calls for quite some time, and yet so much of the state of affairs leaves a lot to be desired. Thami Ntuli, thanks for your time. Appreciate you weighing in on the story. Thami Ntuli is the chair of Salga in KZN.